What's up, guys? I went by to use the comic place, and there's always, like I said, the key to a store that has old comics or magazines or whatever is you just don't let the stuff sit there. They move the stuff, they add new stuff, they rearrange it, but there's always new stuff coming in because there's more and more boomer comic collectors dropping dead, I guess. But whatever, we move on. Remember Arkham Reporter, big fan of submarines. He'd ask me, had they ever had a submarine war comic? A comic thing with submarines. I told him I hadn't really noticed. Apparently Charlton Comics had made Submarine Attack. It's from 1963, like 12 cents, then 10 cents. All right, 1963. Yeah, so apparently they had made a submarine comic. Now, obviously, there's always the nature of the Japanese probably made the most comics based on the U-boats. One wonders though, like how exciting can submarine combat be in comics? Perhaps this is why you didn't have many. Of course, the air and the land forces a lot more exciting visually, but I would say no. There's a surreal quality you can have because the battle under the sea, it's literally another world. And of course, one of the greatest early Lovecraft stories dealt with the U-boat. So just going through, in terms of the art, this guy Montes, I forgot his full name. This guy, him and Glansman were, I think, probably the two best artists in the Charlton comics. So, look at this broad. Captain Fritz Wolfgang Hobler. That's funny. It's how the build up to the war. Under Lieutenant Hobler had been more than half in love with the diplomat's daughter. Oh, I drink to you, Ensign Ballard, to your death and destruction of your navy, and I will see the day when these happy events occur. Yeah, me too. I wish. Me too. I'm all with you. I know what Hitler's after, Hobble. I know Admiral done it to speed up the build-up of the U-boat navy. If you people had any sense, you'd stop it now. What's coming won't be much fun for anyone. That's right. What's coming would be American domination of the world, which will destroy humanity. Anyway, yeah, but enough of my commentary. Of course, we got, of course, naval battles can be fun to watch on the surface. But what is this? Are you insane? Look at the cool things they have here. These are like little psychopaths with fangs running around, like little psychopathic gnomes running around your house, crapping everywhere. Anyway, right, Japan had bombed Pearl Harbor. Germany would be at war with the United States, as was the plan. Outside New York Harbor, yeah, go get them. Watch out for that big net. They're in the Narrows, helping the enemy. But of course, this guy. I like how the guy comes to New Hampshire, just sneaks up the. It's like, oh, the old doctor's like, who's this? Thank you, sir. And a pleasant little place. I don't know. I kind of like this German guy, but of course, he has to. He survives. He has to lose. Oh. Anyway, yeah. This is the U-boat story here. Of course, the German must lose. When this war began, you fella had all the tricks, and we had to learn, start from scratch. Now we've learned to close the gap, and we know the old tricks, and are inventing a few new ones of our own. Also, we outnumber you literally 30 to 1. Now, it's interesting about 1963. The other two stories. Now, with submarines, it's kind of hard. Okay, you didn't really have much submarine combat with the damn Chicom. But the other two stories in here, the enemies are going to be maybe right, the dirty commies. Okay, now of course I hate, I'm no fan of Bolshevism, but at this point in the Cold War, after the war. I don't know who I'm rooting for. No, I do know who I'm rooting for now. Right? Isn't that evil? I mean, what's cool about this story is that apparently the damn commies, right? Communists have been experimenting with shark and barracuda feeding stations and using electrical shock waves to make them more vicious. So you kind of have like more of a voyage to the bottom of the sea kind of creature adventure going on, because the one thing you can't really show is it is a Cold War. This is kind of cool, actually. This is Montes also in the artwork. You should look him up. But like I said, you're not officially at war with the Soviets. So I mean, you could maybe punch one or whatever, but you can't really. You're not really at war with them. If you were, the whole world would be annihilated. But anyway, speaking of which, but yeah, this is kind of cool. Look at that, creatures. I know Sam Glansman made kind of like a Voice of the Bottom of the Sea kind of knockoff. I think maybe Charlton wanted to get the rights to it and weren't able to, but I'll go over that at some point. But all right, and he explains the communists. And so now we have, in terms of the story, we have another one here. Double victory. Now, of course, you'll have the I guess we're in the Arctic. So we got the evil Ruskies again, you know. But once again, unlike the Germans, where you can kill them, you can't really. You're not supposed to be at war with them, right? So obviously, this is. Right, they actually save the Germans. I mean the Germans, please. They saved the commies. You know, sometimes I wonder the Cold War. When I had said who I was rooting for, something tells me that maybe, like other things, maybe there was a show going on. Maybe there was a charade going on. Maybe what we thought was going on wasn't the case. Oh, comrade, you you will have less impact on the world, the culture of the West than you will. So you see the submarine, the sub. What did I just make up a word? Anyway, you see how it goes. You can kill the Germans left and right. Okay? And you could kill the Chinese commies in Korea, but it's hard to really do stuff with the actual country. That's what a proxy war is. But even then, was it a war? I don't know. But anyway, we're here for the submarines. And Arkham Reporter, this was for you, bud. So we had a submarine. This is I guess American Submarine Comics. Okay? The Japanese obviously are the kings of this and had much better U-boat mangas of the Japanese Navy and others. So I remember was it the Silent Service? Look that up. I think they made an animated thing of that as well. But anyway, and of course we look at the cool thing, look at the binoculars. See up to 8 miles. We got, oh, you want to be, look, bro, are you skinny like I was? Hey, bro, you lift? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy this.